it down, sir. Put the knife down. Down. Put the knife down, sir. Back off. Back off now. Get off me. God, that's not fair. He yelled at me.
It's too late. Guts are all over the floor.
Well, can I have another go?
Another go?
Because he yelled.
That's what they'll do. They'll come at you. They'll push you. They'll rush you. They'll yell at you. And you have to know how to react when they do.
Came out of the railway hotel, went to the car park. Some man I didn't see jumped me and took my wallet.
That's all I know.
Righto, Bill.
I'm afraid you're out of luck, Cooper. That's the day I'm going down to Melbourne for the Tyne Memorial Dinner. And remembering two young officers who died on duty is more important than a footy club barbecue, isn't it?
Yep. Thanks, Bill. He comes out of the pub half cut. Someone hits him over the head, steals his wallet, doesn't see the assailant.
How was beacon training?
I got him.
Second time around.
Oh, well, the first time you distracted me.
I just wanted you to know that it's not a very nice world out there, McKinley.
All right, thank you very much. There was Mr. Cole reporting another domestic at the Darcys.
McKinley, you seem nice and full of yourself. You and Cooper can go and check it out.
The Darcys?
It'll be a good experience. Sort them out for me.
Had to be the Darcys.
Family friends, are they?
Not quite. Sounds like they're down the back.
Yeah, right, let me do the talking. If it gets physical, get on the radio.
My bloody hell!
Stop it! I'm jacking this!
I want you! Get off me! I want to die, you pig! Get off me!
Break it up, you two! Now! Terry, settle down!
Mrs. Darcy, you all right? Oh, she's hurt.
Right, OK, you two down the station now.
She won't press charges, will you, Raylo?
Not up to her anymore. Oh, scary. Go! Yeah, come on, big fella.
I've got it all here on tape, Constable, if you want it.
Save it for your little boys, Cole.
And I've got that on tape too. That's defamation, that is.
Mrs. Darcy, you don't have to put up with this. You don't. Oh, come on. Come on.
Boss, Cooper's got a couple of presents for you.
Oh, wonderful. And what have you done with Constable McKinley?
She's down the hospital with Mrs. Darcy. Mr. Darcy here thumped her.
Gee, that's not very nice of you, Mr. Darcy.
All right, Cooper, show Mr. Darcy into my office. Senior, you and Constable Doyle can look after Mr.
Fraser, boss.
As I was about to say, Mr. Fraser.
Oh, Mr. Fraser. Just through there with Constable Doyle.
Mr. Darcy and Mr. Fraser were fighting when we arrived. Then Mr. Darcy struck Mrs. Darcy.
I'm surprised you've got the gall to come back to Mount Thomas, Terry.
Free country.
Indeed it is. But anybody with a proper sense of shame would never have shown his face around here again.
My house, my missus, my kid. At least I'm pretty sure he's my kid.
All a bit before your time, Cooper. Mr. Darcy had a small win on the lotto a few years back. Shot through with one of Chris's barmaids. Why did you come back?
Money ran out. Delilah ran out.
Delilah? When I knew her, she was just plain Dell.
Short for Delilah. And I thought, I've got a wife here, I've got a house here, got a kid here. Man's a mug. Got back. And that sluggy and Fraser's in my house. In me bed. Running my delivery business, letting my boy run wild so he gets sent off to reform school. So I moved back in to sort things out, didn't I?
I had heard you'd come back. I just didn't believe it, that's all.
Well, I'm just full of surprises.
But Mrs. Darcy and Mr. Fraser...
I'm dealing with that.
Well, he comes back, large as life. Moves in. Never buy your leave. Look, I've been with Raylene for 2 years, running the business. Trying to keep young Luke in line. That was a lost cause from day one. Well, suddenly he's back ordering me out. Making passes at Raylene. The man's got no shame.
So he makes passes at his own wife.
So naturally they cause us fights.
Yes, I can see that.
Can you? Can he see that?
Yes, Mr. Fraser, we can all see that. Mrs. Darcy's been hospitalised.
Well, it wasn't me that hit her, it was him. Your constable saw it. Man's an animal. Never deserved her. I want him charged. I want him gone.
You don't have to put up with it.
He shot through once. He'll be off again.
Yeah, but while he's there, there's going to be trouble.
What would you know?
I know that assault's a criminal offence. I know that we can get you an intervention order.
How old are you?
19. This isn't some 19-year-old idea of things, it's the law. It's not made by people like me, it's made by
politicians and spit on them. Well, look, love, you've done your best. Just leave me to sort this out my own way, okay?
I hate seeing anyone get hit.
Then don't watch. Keep thinking I know you from somewhere.
I'm Dash McKinley.
All right. Mount Thomas girl. You went to school with my boy Luke?
Yeah, he was a couple of years below me.
Oh, tell him I ran into you.
Oh, there's no need, we weren't
Oh,
really
no, he'll be
close.
pleased. He's just back from Tirana. Keen to see all his old friends.
Bye.
I don't want you to think just because you've been released on your own undertaking that this is just a slap on the wrist. You particularly, Terry. If I were you, I'd get a divorce and get my life in order.
No, you wouldn't. You're a Mick. Look, I can't move out of the house. The delivery business is run from there, and it's my business.
You walked away from it.
I own the truck.
I spent more on repairs than that truck
All
than
right,
bloody work.
shut up, the both of you. Just sign this and go.
Now, there's been a smash and grab down at Bert Cole's shop, King Cole's appliance shop. Someone's put a brick through the window, grabbed some stuff and took off with it.
We were in custody. Now, that's an alibi, right?
Just get out of my sight. I don't want to see either of you until your court appearance.
Luke Darcy wasn't in custody.
Luke, he's in Tirana. Put him there myself.
Well, his mum said he's just come out.
Why didn't you tell us?
Because he's just a kid.
Kid criminal psychopath.
Yeah, I knew him at school, Mags. PJ's right.
It was Luke Darcy.
All right. Now, calm down. Now, who was in the shop?
Miss Fletcher was inside. Young Watts was off sick.
Right. Constable, can you get a statement for Mr. Cole here, and I'll have a word to Miss Fletcher.
Mr. Cole.
Sir? Yes.
Sir, do you know what's missing yet?
Oh, 2 or 3 Walkmans by the look of it. It comes back from the reform school.
The Melbourne Juvenile Justice Centre, as a matter of fact.
It's a reform school. Don't know why, though. It never has reformed anyone, never will. I mean, why me? I mean, that's just the result. I mean, why do I have to be the one who moves next door to the Darcys? Used to have perfect neighbours, and now I have to deal with this.
Yes. Sir, have they ever threatened anything like this before?
I'm going to put up a television in this shop window and show everyone the videos I've been taking.
Sir, I'm afraid you won't be able to do that because that would be a breach of the peace.
Well, you don't know what it's like. If they're not fighting, they're drinking and playing loud music. And if they're not doing that, they're having very loud relations. Or repairing cars at 3 in the morning.
Right, now, Miss Fletcher, she didn't see the offender, Mr. Cole. She just heard the crash. Someone broke the window and ran off, eh?
Luke Darcy. Want me to spell it?
You can't get a warrant on that.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, but old King Cole's probably right. Luke Darcy's back in town. I mean, there was a guy this morning, there was the assault rob in the car park.
Yeah, Luke Darcy, kingpin of crime in Mount Thomas, eh?
No, I went to school with him. In Year 8, he was bashing up kids that were in Year 12.
Oh, he wanted their lunch money.
He raped one girl, and she wouldn't give evidence. Luke threatened her. Obviously worked because she wouldn't even discuss reporting it.
Yes, well, that's not all that unusual, is it?
No, you don't understand. He tried to rape me once too. He bailed me up in a bike shed. I need him and ran. He always said that he'd get back at me. Luke Darcy's one of the reasons why I joined the force, so that creeps like him wouldn't keep getting away with it.
Thank you for making your position clear, McKinley. But none of this means that Luke Darcy's guilty of anything now.
Oh, well, you won't be interested in hearing that one of his old gang's in hospital.
Who? That was Floyd.
Deanie Webster. When I was in there, the nurse told me he had a broken jaw and 3 cracked ribs.
Why didn't you tell us this sooner?
Because Deanie Webster told the nurse that he was come off his trail bike.
Well, just tell us next time, please, Dash.
You wouldn't take me seriously?
Oh, that's enough.
Now, does the name Paul Watts mean anything to anybody?
Yeah, he works at Mr. Cole's shop. He was off sick today when we were there.
Oh, he's very sick. He's been found bashed in the park. Gambos are on their way.
Right, McKinley, take Cooper with you, check out the crime scene and have a talk to Paul Watts.
Yeah, we might have a chat to Luke, eh?
Right, just don't give him any reason to yell police harassment.
No. Kid gloves.
A couple of metres from where you were found, these.
Oh. Well, that's how it happened. I saw this bloke with them and I thought they must be from the robbery at Mr Coles's. And I tried to stop him, but he hit me.
Thought you were off sick today.
So?
So how did you know about the robbery?
Someone told me.
Who?
Someone from the street. I meet lots of people.
Oh, Wardy.
Nobody calls me that anymore.
Oh, sorry, Paul. If you were sick, what were you doing hanging out in the street?
Oh, I felt like a day off. I took a sickie, right?
So who bashed you, Paul?
I don't know. Like I said, someone told me there'd been a robbery at Mr Coles's, and I seen this bloke with some Walkmans. So I tackled him, and he bashed me.
It was Luke Darcy, wasn't it?
No.
Thought I wasn't supposed to see you mob till I turned up in court.
We're just looking for Luke, mate. It's good to see you're not a vegetarian, Terry.
Bloody dog eats better than we do.
Now, what do you want?
We're here to see if Luke's home.
Can't you leave him alone? You put him away once, Hashim, isn't that enough? He did a few silly things. He got into trouble. He's learned his lesson.
Is he home, Raylene?
I mean, how's a boy supposed to live something like that down if the filth keep on hounding him?
Just like a chat. Hey, Luke.
Hi, Mr. Hashim. Constable Doyle. What can I do for you?
Some Walkmans were stolen from Mr Cole's shop
My
this
son
morning.
would never do that.
Hang on, Mum. You're entitled to ask. I mean, we're not exactly on the best of terms with Mr Cole, are we?
Well, somebody threw a rock through Mr Cole's shop window this morning, Luke.
What do you want to search?
I don't want him going through my things.
Mum, I've got nothing to hide. I was over at Grandma Lucy and Uncle Brian's all morning, and I'll tell them that, so... be our guests. Look, I mean, I can understand, you know, something like this happens to old Cole's shop. Naturally, you come looking for me, but I'm wasting your time.
Friendly chat is never a waste of time, Luke. Is it?
Well, Luke says he's a reformed character. Apparently he's turned over a new leaf.
Yeah, he said he spent the morning with Grandma Lucy and Uncle Brian, from which you inferred... that he's probably some relative of Joe Kenny's. Second cousin. Raylene just happens to be a cousin of Joe Kenny's. I didn't raise the issue because I didn't think it was relevant. How'd you two go with Paul Watts?
Well, he couldn't lie straight in bed if he tried, could he, Dash?
No way.
It distresses me to see you becoming so cynical about human nature.
Yeah, well, I knew Wardy, Paul Watts at school.
Yeah, well, maybe I should get you to go through the juvenile offenders files, eh?
And, you know, at school, Wardy was always trying to get into Luke's gang.
Gee, such a social climber, Wardy, isn't he?
Yeah, but no one ever let him in because he was such a dweeb. He wasn't psychopathic enough for them.
Oh, well, who could get in, Dash?
Well, Luke was always the leader, and then he had what he called his A-team. That was Deanie Webster, Lenny Cook and Gary Lewis, and then everyone else sort of drifted in and out, with Paul Watts on the outer.
I already told the others.
You told the others lies, Paul.
Come on, Paul, we know that you've been trying to get in sweet with Luke Darcy since school and he's never let you join the gang.
Dash McKinley tell you that.
Paul, we know everything about you, right? Now, the only thing we don't know is who assaulted you.
Now, we can link you with the stolen goods, so you better start coming up with some good answers.
Was it Luke Darcy? All right, mate, but you saw Luke with these, right?
I just thought I'd get my own back, you know? Make a citizen's arrest.
A citizen's arrest. All right, Mr. Watts, you've been assaulted. Do you want to make a statement?
Well, if I do, what'll happen to Luke?
Are we charged and bailed?
Nah, I don't want to make a statement.
But you're terrified of him, yet you're telling us that you single-handedly tried to arrest him.
What do you want now?
Warrant to search, Mrs. Darcy.
Yes, mate. Mrs. Darcy. Nice place.
G'day, Dash. Miss me?
Let's not have any trouble now, Luke.
No trouble. I was conceived in this bed, Dash. Did you know that? And born. A lot of history in this bed, Dash. Want to make a baby with me, Dash? Won't take a minute.
Yeah, that'd be right.
You forget that time in the bike shed, Dash. When you led me on and then kneed me in the nuts. You got me so hot that day.
In your dreams, Luke.
Let's do it, Dash. Right now.
Do what? Break my nose like you did to poor old Wardy.
Poor old Wardy. Robbed his own shop and wanted me to fence his stuff. Oh, let me join the game. Pathetic.
So you assaulted him?
Yeah, I flogged him. He was trying to get me into trouble, wasn't he? I hate that.
Is everything all right?
Yep. Nothing here. Hey, PJ. Luke told me you flogged poor Watts.
Thanks, mate.
I hope you're satisfied now.
Oh, yes, very satisfied, Mrs. Darcy, but we'd like Luke to come down the station to discuss another matter.
See you soon.
It's good to see he loves his mum. Right, here we are.
Hi, Sergeant Croy. Nice to see you again.
Hello, straight through here, Luke.
Delighted.
PJ, can I be in on the interview?
No, I don't think it's a good idea, Dash. Do you?
Why not?
Well, I'm not sure what PJ's reason is, but mine would be your personal history with the suspect.
I was the one who got him to confess before.
Congratulations.
Paul Watts says that you assaulted him, Luke.
No way.
He says that he approached you with goods stolen from Cole's appliance store and asked you to dispose of them for him.
And that you took exception to this lovely proposal and you whacked him. You busted his nose.
Is he going to say this in court?
Any reason why he shouldn't?
Because it isn't true. In fact, I reckon Paul Watts didn't say any of this. I reckon little Dash McKinley made it all up.
Now, why would she do that, Luke?
Because she's always wanted me bod and I wouldn't give it to her. But that wouldn't be the way with you now, would it, Constable Doyle? What are you doing after work?
I know your filthy little habits with women, Luke. Oi! Now, if you ever talk to or look at any of my female colleagues like that again, mate, I swear to God you are stuffed. Now, is that clear?
You're sure he admitted it?
I'll write it down in my folder on the way back. Luke Darcy said, poor old Wardy robbed his own shop, wanted me to fence the stuff. Let me join the gang. Pathetic. I said, so you assaulted him. He said, yes, I flogged him. He was trying to get me into trouble. I hate that. Constable Doyle then entered the room and the conversation ceased.
Well, Luke denies assaulting Paul, and he reckons that Dash is going after him.
What?
Yeah, mate, he said that, and these were his words, he said that you wanted his body and, he just wouldn't give it to you.
You're kidding.
No, that's what he alleges.
It's rubbish.
Look, I know it's rubbish, Maggie, the sexual allegation, I know that, but it's true that Dash would like to see him back inside.
Well, so would anyone who's ever met him, bar his doting mum. I'm not trying to brick him. The fact is, he told me that he bashed Paul Watts.
Well, I believe you. It sounds true.
Talk to Paul Watts again.
I'm not pressing charges against Luke. No way.
Mr. Watts, just in case it slipped your mind, he put you in here with a broken nose and suspected concussion.
And Luke says that you did the smash and grab, and you asked him to fence the Walkman so you could join his merry little gang.
Luke Darcy'd never dob like that.
Well, you believe in honour amongst thieves, do you, Mr. Watts? What about the Tooth Fairy?
Luke also said that he gave you a bit of a bashing because you tried to get him into trouble.
No way. I told you.
You told us lies, Mr. Watts.
Look, you can't trust Luke Darcy, mate. And look what's happened, eh? He's dumped you right in it. Now, what's going to happen when he finds out that you've lagged him?
I haven't lagged on anybody.
That's not what I told him. You've been needing us, mate. We're off.
Well, Constable. Yeah, we've got all these unsolved bashings, so, all the best.
Bye-bye.
I thought when he got back it'd all start again.
All right, Paul.
All the others on the inside, me on the outside. I just tried
What did
to...
Luke do to you before?
No. No, you don't know him. You don't know what he's like.
Little wuss. That's what he wants all over. Doesn't he realise that giving evidence against Luke's the only way to get shot of him?
You too, eh?
Well, whose side are you on?
The law, Dash. Whether we can build a solid brief.
That Luke Darcy may not be our man, because that was Chris. Someone's just clobbered Leela Clegg and pinched a pension.
Look, she won't go to the hospital, she won't go to the doctor.
Right.
Five years ago, the coop wouldn't got your bag from me.
Okay, Lily, now can you tell us what happened, please?
And if I still had me old dog, he wouldn't have got it from me either.
All right. Now, you were where when it happened?
Just taking a shortcut down Robbage Lane. In the olden days, you could have walked down there at midnight stark naked. You might have got a cold or a few mozzie bites.
Do you have any idea who did this to you?
Sort of reminded me of someone. But it all happened so quick. The kid pushed me from behind, grabbed me handbag as I fell. Real hero.
Mm-hmm. So it was definitely a man then?
Yeah. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, righto. Right, was he big or small, young, old?
Not as nice as this one.
Did he say anything?
As I say, he reminded me of a youngster he was. Might have known him as a boy. But you know how they shoot up on you overnight.
Right, now, Leela, what was in the bag?
She said she'd just drawn her pension.
She's the cat's mother.
We're passing the hat around.
I don't want that.
We're getting it.
Don't you just love the Irish in this one? Snap her up before somebody else does.
Trying to rig my life, are you, Leela?
Oh, just listen to it.
All right, Lila, how about we go back down to the station and we'll take a look at some photos?
Oh, well, yeah, just give us a
Hope you're not here to cause trouble.
Had trouble enough in my day.
No, you've been trouble in your day.
I just come in for the one.
Oh, pull the other leg. It plays Waltzing Matilda.
The air's just improved. Got a distinct whiff of pig when I walked in.
Not today, Terry. Don't push your luck.
Nah, not there.
No?
Gee, pretty ugly, isn't he?
He certainly is, isn't he?
She was attacked from behind. She may not have seen anything.
She's still a bit shaky. She might be able to tell us something later.
These people are potential murderers. I mean, they're after a few bob. They don't care who gets hurt. They could give somebody like Leela a heart attack or a broken hip.
Portrait of Luke Darcy?
Yeah, it could be Luke. I mean, he's back into town, not to hear and assault Robs.
Yeah, well, I want it stopped, and I want it stopped now. Nick?
Yep.
Let's do a bit of proactive policing around town, shall we?
Rightio, keep with McKinley. Grab your clobber, come with me.
Well, Gary Lewis. I wonder what he's up to then. Another one of Luke's little friends.
That's the Darcy boy. Young Raylene's kid. Wasn't him. But
what?
the young coot that did it used to hang around with Luke. That's him.
You sure?
Sure as I'm sitting here, and I do know the little twerp.
Cook.
Primrose Cook's third. Haven't seen him for a couple of years, but trouble since he was that high.
I tried to take Luke's gang over when I locked Luke up.
Didn't succeed.
Think it's 2 short planks. Righto, Leela, thanks for your help. We'll pick up Mr. Cook here. Thanks for your help.
You never let me finish me drink.
No,
Make it when we
Constable
get
Doyle will
home.
drop you home.
Just take my money, okay?
You having a bit of fun, Gary?
You right, mate?
Tell me, Gary, how is Luke Darcy these days?
Well, Luke had what Cash calls his A-team.
He called it that.
And that's Lenny, Gary and Dean. And by vast cosmic coincidence, Luke gets out of the Juvenile Justice Centre. And within days, Gary gets charged for assault Rob on that disabled man and Lenny for Leela Clegg.
Leaving Dean.
But he's going straight. Anyway, he's had that bike accident.
Correct.
Maggie, are all the men agreeing with me now?
Oh, well, Dash, they usually come around.
McKinley, why don't you do something useful instead? Go and get lunch for everybody, will you?
Hey, Cooper, rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, come on, this is not the 40-hour famine. Go now. Thank you, both of you. Come on, you too, Cooper.
Gee, you're late today. I nearly fed him to the chooks.
Yeah, sorry.
Excuse me. A bit picky about who I drink with.
Yeah, well, that was the last I was going to serve you anyway, Terry.
Hey.
Shouldn't have served you that one by the look of it.
Is that Luke Darcy through there?
Yeah, he's in here having lunch. Can't come in the bar. He's underage, and I'm very fussy about that, aren't I?
Yes, you are, Chris.
I reckon we should go and check on him.
No, the boss wants his lunch.
Oh, all right, then I'll check.
Be back in a minute, Chris.
Flogging my mum. Did before he shot through and has been since he got back. So I thought I'd give him a dose of his own medicine, eh?
So you thought you'd wait till he drunk himself senseless?
I'd be kind of stupid not to, wouldn't I? He's not a bad fighter when he's sober.
Can't argue with the logic. Wait today.
Well, he just did it again, didn't he?
Is she hurt?
Or would I have bashed him if she wasn't?
Wait. What's going on here?
I'm going to go and check on Raylene.
Ask the boss first, Dash.
I won't be long.
So that's the money that Luke was wanting?
$525.
It's not Luke's. Then why did he want it? Who says he wanted it?
Well, the arresting officers heard him asking where the money was.
It's the housekeeping.
$525. How much do you people eat out there?
The monthly housekeeping. Raylene reckons I nicked it to have a drink.
Did you?
Bloke needs a drink now and then, doesn't he?
You took the money from Luke, didn't you?
It's the housekeeping. His mum was crook on me for nicking it, sent the boy down to get it back, and one thing led to another.
Hey, where's McKinley?
She's gone to check on Raylene Darcy.
Oh, you told her to do that, did you, Kiefer?
Well, the way Luke was talking, she might be hurt.
Now, Terry said he's got $525 in small notes he took from housekeeping to go drinking, and Luke was sorting him out because he took the money.
Well, Luke's still saying that he attacked his dad because his dad was assaulting his mum.
I don't know, Dory. You know what I think the secret to happiness in this job is? Never getting tired of hearing people's lies. No.
Luke, your father's holding $525.
So?
Well, it's not bad pocket money for a bloke who hasn't got a job.
Or maybe Mum's been slipping a bit to keep him quiet.
When arrested, you were heard asking him where the money was. Luke, 2 constables heard you.
Well, they must be mistaken.
Really?
We've charged 2 of your old gang, mate.
What gang?
One for assault rob on a disabled man, another for assault rob on a pensioner. Now, you must feel pretty good about that.
Nothing to do with me.
Well, since you've been out, there's been a series of assault robs, mate.
Not by me.
Well, you haven't a job for, what, over a year, and now your old man's, what, stolen over $500 from you?
Did he say that?
What do you say, smart ass?
I say what's in his pockets is his.
Your son said that he was giving you a thrashing because you hit his mother.
He's a very loving son.
Yes or no?
Well, both. In a way. You think she gave me the housekeeping out of the kindness of her heart? To get the housekeeping from a woman like Raylene, you have to soften them up a bit. Stands to reason.
You say that the fight was about your father assaulting your mother. Your father says that it was about the housekeeping money and you attacked him for drinking it.
Same diff.
No, it is not the same diff. You say assault, he says housekeeping money. That is 2 entirely different things.
Well, then I'll simplify things for you.
Well, please do.
He's lying and I'm not. Don't you understand? He'd say anything to get out of it. He's a wife basher.
I'm all right.
That's not what your son's been telling us.
Luke's a good boy, but he worries too much.
Well, he said your husband's been assaulting you again. By the looks of it, he's right. Can you just come to the hospital so they can check out your eye?
Now, just leave me alone, okay?
Mrs. Darcy.
You deaf or something? She wants to be left alone.
And let her end up dead, Mr. Fraser? I have to take you to the hospital. Well? It's twice in one day, Mrs. Darcy.
Yeah, it'll sort itself out.
How?
Well, now that Luke's home.
Oh, he'll stop it?
Yes, he will.
Violence against violence is the law of the jungle, Mrs. Darcy.
Sounds pretty good to me.
I can get an intervention order out on your behalf. Get your husband out of the house, stop him assaulting you.
Wasn't Terry did this?
Ian Fraser's assaulting you too?
Well, now that Luke's
No, that's just 3 violent men in the
Now that
house.
Luke's home, it'll stop. And they said I'm supposed to sit here for 5 minutes, then I want to go home. Got to get their tea on the table.
Mount Thomas Police.
Hi, it's Dash. I got Mrs. Darcy at the hospital. She's got a cut eyebrow and had stitches, and she wants to go home. But Tom, I'm really worried about her.
If Raylene wants to go home, nothing you can say or do will stop her, believe me. You listen to me. We've charged Terry and Luke with offensive behaviour, and Adam is escorting them home.
But it's Ian Fraser that's assaulted her this time. I'm putting them all back together again. It's just...
Right. Look, we can look at taking out an intervention order for the time being. In the meantime, I will radio Cooper and tell him to wait for you there.
God, here we go.
I want to talk to you and Mr. Fraser.
What would that be about?
Dash, gotta get back now.
About domestic violence.
Oh, that. Yeah, I've heard about that. Goodbye.
I need to talk to you and Mr. Fraser now.
Yeah, what about?
Put down the gun, sir.
Put the gun down now!
Put the gun down! Put the gun down!
Drop it! Put it down!
Put the gun down now!
You right, Dash?
Yep, I'm fine.
There you go.
You're under arrest.
What for fixing the vacuum cleaner?
Assault with a weapon will do for starters. Nearly shot you, you stupid bastard.
Let's get you seated and get you some help. I'll drag him out of the operating theatre if I have to.
Look, I'm okay. Just take that guy to the station and charge him.
Are you sure you're okay?
Well, for someone who's made a total idiot out of herself, I'm fine. Can you just tell them that I'm here and why?
Right.
I'm complaining about you, mate. I'm the only commissioner. Papers, TV, you're gone, mate.
Lucky I didn't shoot you like a dog.
Well, you chained me up like a dog.
All right. That's enough. How's McKinley?
She was getting stitched up last time I saw her.
I was just joking.
Yeah, well, it's not much of a joke, friend. In you go.
I'll see this one. You want me?
Yes. Rightio, what are we looking at here, Constable Cooper?
Assault with a weapon?
You're kidding.
To which a reasonable person might well add recklessly causing injury and assaulting police.
You're not serious.
A reasonable person may well add those, yeah.
Yeah. I was holding a vacuum cleaner hose.
But knew the impression you were giving and refused to drop it when asked.
You see, sir, it's a bit like threatening someone with a replica firearm. It's a very serious offence. You're incredibly lucky one of the constables didn't shoot you. In their position, I might well have.
At least take the handcuffs off, eh?
Certainly, sir. Constable Cooper, would you please loosen Mr. Fraser's handcuffs? Thank you, Constable.
Look, I was just trying to put a bit of a scare into him, all right?
Sir, where would you have been if the constables hadn't shown restraint?
Can I have a glass of water?
Certainly, sir. Constable Cooper, will you fetch Mr. Fraser a glass of water? Would you like a bicky, sir?
Hey, Max.
Yep.
When I left the hospital before, I don't think Dash was too happy.
Oh, okay, I'll drop him now.
Thanks.
There you go.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Since you're knocking off, Doyle, you probably haven't got anything else better to do. Why don't you
I'll
just
drop in
in
on
it?
Dash at the hospital.
How'd you know I was going to ask that?
Intuition.
All right. When constables start reading your mind, I think it's time to quit. Confucius? Croydon.
Ah, same age.
Is there any chance a couple of coppers might be going down to the pub for a drink?
Yes, entirely probable, Maggie.
All right, good day. See you there.
Worth two, that one. Don't you dare tell her I said so.
No, I wouldn't dream of it.
Hey, Mags, your boss just said that you were
Must be
really...
the time of day, I suppose. Gosh.
All right, how bad is it?
15 stitches. Plus, I couldn't remember when I had my tetanus shot.
Oh, come on, Dash, in our job, you've got to keep up to date with that.
I hate needles. I don't even have them at the dentist.
Think about that one.
Well, pain's all right. I just hate needles.
They keeping you in?
I think they want me to sit here for a while. I feel so stupid. I saw the outline of the vacuum cleaner pipe and I was sure that he had a shotgun.
Dash, there was nothing stupid about your firearms discipline. The outcome could have been a lot worse. You could have shot in there when they were...
Keep firing until the threat stops. Well, that's what they taught us.
You got any plans for this evening?
I'm going to go home for dinner. Mum's going to go ballistic when she sees all these bandages.
Well, how about you ring her and you tell her that you're going out with your mates? Oh, your mates. I mean, we've all been in the firing line and we've all made some stupid mistakes. We're probably the only ones who understand what you're going through right now.
So this member, no names, no pack drill, he gets up onto the roof, right? And now the offender's there, and the offender raises his hand. Looks like there's light shining on metal, so it's got to be a gun, right? So he yells the warning, raises his gun, but how much time is there between yelling the warning and letting off the first round, eh?
Milliseconds.
Yeah. Suddenly he realised the glint, it's coming from the street light, it's reflecting off the kid's bracelet. He's nearly killed him. He's so bloody angry, he runs to the kid, yelling at him, "You bloody idiot, I nearly shot you." He slaps him, chucks him off the roof.
As you would.
Yeah, well, every time, yeah.
Well, fortunately, his partner's down there and, he catches the kid.
This rustling sound. And we know there's an NVA unit in the vicinity. That's North Vietnamese Army, a few younger members. And they're good soldiers, best there is. As good as us. This rustling gets closer and closer and closer. And finally, I just snap, empty a full mag into where I think the NVA is. Crawl over, take a look. It's some poor villager's pig. I've murdered poor little babe.
Did you eat him?
Barbecue it. Waste not, want not.
Got some pork in your fork. And I knew this old bloke, Ernie. I knew him. And I knew he wouldn't have a gun. There's no way he'd have a gun. So when I saw him silhouetted in the doorway, he had something in his hands. Well, it's not a gun. It might be a pick handle or a golf stick or something, but it's not a gun. And I got my partner yelling at me. You remember Peter Bolt?
Mate, he's a drop kick.
This guy's my partner. He's going, "Leave him, Nick. I got him, mate. Leave him, Nick. I got him. And I'm thinking to myself, well, there's no way I can let poor old Ernie get taken out because, he's a bit gone in the head. And his wife shot through on him, and he's a nice old guy. So I think I'll just charge him. So I move to him, I go to him, and it goes off. He's got a shotty. Boom! He's got a shotty. And his wife's just dead. She's just all over the place in the bedroom. And I took off out of there so fast I left skid marks on the lino.
What about your strides, old son?
Well, mate, let me tell you that.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for that.
Well, for spinning tired old warrings. Any more you'd be pleading for mercy. Dartboard's free. Time I wipe the floor with you.
Well, it's a blue moon.
Do you want to know?
Nice? Yeah, thanks.
You want one?
Yeah.
Maggie. Thank you for organising that. I don't feel like such a twit.
Oh, no, that's not what we wanted at all, was it?
No.
We wanted to make you feel like more of a twit.
Come on, let's go play darts.
Clear. Yeah, clear. Clear. Now, boss, this TEM and the roster here, that wouldn't be the Tyne Air Memorial dinner, would it?
No, indeed it would.
Oh, good, that's nice.
Do you have an objection?
Oh, I'm just observing that it's nice to be kept informed, yeah.
Morning, I think I've got the answer.
Aren't you supposed to be on sick leave?
Oh, no, the doctor's put me on light duties. See, the thing is, Danny Webster, late of Luke's 18, the broken jaw, cracked ribs, he didn't have a trail bike accident at all, did he? Well, PJ said he's going straight, so Luke Darcy gets back in town, and he says to his old gang, you got to come and work for me or else. And Danny Webster says, no way, I'm going straight.
Whereupon his trail bike up and
beats him.
Yes.
No, it's a lovely theory.
Well, you could go and talk to them
Yeah,
about
we're
it.
checking out other things then.
Would you like me to go and talk to him?
Listen, when I was a probationary constable, I did the duties appropriate to that rank, right?
Yes.
And so should you.
Oh, all right. Someone down
Maggie?
straight away. All right.
Coming. You know, Dash could be right. Luke could have beaten Dean Webster
I
up,
don't
or he
wanna
could have
know
got someone
about
else to
it,
do it for him.
Mags.
PJ, it makes sense. Oh, come on, just a quick chat.
I guess we could talk to Luke, see what he has to say.
Good. I think it's a good idea. I really do. It's a good idea.
Nag. You're wasting my money.
It's a good idea.
That was Cole, another domestic at the Darcys.
Yeah, light duties.
But I could go and talk to Raymond.
No,
please.
Nick, Adam, you go. Now, you keep the world at bay while I go and study the news. Oh, and a cup of tea in about 5 minutes' time will go down really well.
Police, break it up! Break it up! One more step and I'll cook him!
Wait a minute. You just think about what you're doing, son, because you're a step away from murder here.
Flogged us when I was a kid. Walked down and stole me money. Flogged, Mum.
Now, Luke, just put the cigarette lighter down, mate. We'll take care of him, we'll take care of your old man, and then you and me, we can talk.
Why? Why talk, huh? Because Luke, from here, it gets better or worse, okay? Better as he's dead, I reckon. You're not stopping me. Hey, leave my boy alone.
No, not taking my kid away! No way!
Back off! I'm telling you to back off! I'll shoot!
Mum? Mum?